Hey, welcome everyone. Pat Mitchell here with Tricktrades, and today I'm going to show you exactly how patience pays off while trading weekly options. We traded Netflix and Apple options today, and with that said, let's get right into it because it's Friday and I don't want to take up too much of your time, nor do I want to take up too much of mine. So if this is something you're interested in, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. And if this isn't something you're interested in, well, beat it, nerd, because we got work to do. Let's rock and roll, folks. Let's go. Okay, folks, we are going to do a real quick recap just because it is Friday and I want to head to town and go grab some dinner. So first off, Netflix. Netflix was a really nice trade. This was our main watch. This was a table pounder here this morning at Tricktrades. Now, we had a level, and although it's not on this chart, the level was right here. This was the level we were watching for. Now, there was also a secondary level, so as it comes falling into these levels, I'm going to average in. I averaged into the trade, and then as it broke, I sized down. Why did I not just get out, even though it was a Friday and I'm trading weekly options with today's expiry? Because I was expecting a squeeze, and we got the squeeze. Now, how did I know? How did I know there was going to be a squeeze? Well, I'll tell you what. Let me head into the one-day chart here, the daily. If you look at this daily chart, and although this squeeze ended up selling off this day, right? Like this is today's candle. It ripped. Now, I was expecting it to come up actually a little bit higher. My target on this was about 500. It didn't have the nuts. Netflix had very little volume in it today, but I still had a very good feeling based off of technicals that we were going to see a squeeze. And the reason for that is if you take a look at the lows, so we have a low, higher low, sure, another low, kind of double top, double bottom, testing out this, and then a higher low, higher low. It is going to squeeze out. These are the subtleties on the daily chart that I really need people to pay attention to. So this was part of the trade plan at Tricktrades. Let's go over my entries one sec. So these are my entries and this is the trade on it. Now, because I wanted to hold all day, I didn't take the biggest size, okay? Netflix premium, I had an average here. You can see my average in and around the just below 3. And ended up taking off as it squeezed up, and it did go up higher, but because of holding all day long, I was expecting a squeeze quicker. I was expecting kind of more so a morning squeeze, and we didn't get it. I really didn't feel like sticking around all day long, so as soon as I got that initial squeeze, I was out. Almost got 100% on this trade. And like I said, as it came into those levels, I started averaging in. I paid myself a little bit. And then once it came down and it was kind of looking that the market wasn't overly strong, I sized down. I did not get out because I was still confident in my technical analysis showing that it was going to come up. So with that said, that was Netflix. And then we also traded Aapl. So let me get into Apple's charts here. Disregard these levels. In fact, I'm going to get rid of, that's okay because it is going to show, one sec here. So on Aapl was a nice one here, okay? Now, you can see this level. This was the level from Tricktrades, and that's where we came down. As it came into this level, let me get zoomed in a little bit here for you folks. As it came down into that level, I started averaging in and simply paid myself on the way up. This one was not an easy trade, guys. This took a long time for it to come in, and it tested a lot of members' patience. This was the guided trade on the day. And I simply told members, just be patient, let the trade either work or stop you out. And sure enough, it worked for us. It worked very well. I missed this last push, but that's okay. I was leaving for the morning session here to go work out right in this area, and I simply paid myself on that last push, and that was it. So we can go over those entries and then we'll wrap this up. Just want to show you guys how we're doing things. So like I said, started averaging in as it's coming into that level. And then you can see a bunch of entries here because of the nature of the way Aapl was trading today, and it was quite a bit slower, and we weren't getting that big squeeze, that big pop that I was expecting here today. As soon as I saw it starting to curl up, now this is an options chart, right? So it's going to be a little bit different than the equity chart. But as soon as I saw Apple starting to round up, I simply just like started hammering entries and then paid myself out. Now you can see how much volume is here, right? Like there is a shitload of volume. There is more than enough volume to pay yourself, because even I had quite a, like, this ended up being a really big trade. This was a lot of size. I'm not going to go in and tell you how much size I am. That's not what I'm here to do. I just want to go over my trades. So you can see here on this, up here in these cells, there's about 800 contracts, right? So I'm not saying that those are all mine at all, but what I'm saying is there's more than enough liquidity, okay? And then simply paid myself on pops, noticed it again, it started curling up, so I hammered it a couple more times, and then it pushed up, and that was it. I paid myself out. That was the day. That's it. That's all. Easy peasy. Locking in a big, today was a big day. Very, very happy on the day. I couldn't be happier with the members. Number one, the members that I have at Tricktrades, we go for quality over quantity. I'm not trying to cater to a bunch of the 90%ers. I only want people that have a true shot at this, and that all boils down to mentality. So if you believe you have the right mentality to become a day trader, and you want to go the distance, and you want to become a real trader trading real stocks, come to tricktrades.com and I'll show you exactly how we are this consistent and this deadly accurate day in and day out. On that note, folks, I hope you have a wonderful evening and a wonderful weekend. Adios.